Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about why does God allow suffering? You know what I'm saying? So, um, you got people out there to whereas they might have this question: why does God allow so much suffering? Why is God allowing suffering and this and that? And I just want to answer this question. You know what I'm saying? And to begin by answering this question, I just want to say that there's many different types of suffering. You know what I'm saying? And I know this type of honesty might glitch the matrix, but hear me out though. Like, sometimes, bro, we all tired of suffering, bro. We all tired of suffering, bro. Like, it seems as though I was talking to God the other day, and I was like, God, man, like, it seems you always have the perfect reason of why we suffering. It's like, why the suffering is continuing, bro? It's like God always has the perfect reason of why we continue to suffer. And let's keep it real, bro. Sometimes we get tired of suffering, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I done suffered so much. My pain runs deeper than a kangaroo's pouch. How you suffer so much whereas your pain runs deeper than a kangaroo's pouch? And I ain't even never seen no kangaroo's pouch in my life. But I know it's true though. Man, I done suffered so much. It felt like I had to crawl. I was crawling. Crawling, bro. I'm like, Lord, bro, why this suffering gotta continue? And I'm gonna tell you, bro, I'm gonna give y'all the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different types of suffering, first of all. Let's start there. There's a type of suffering to whereas you suffering based off of your own bad choices. And we gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be making our own bad choices and we suffer from it. That had nothing to do with God, bro. That's your own decisions. That's our own decision. Let's keep it real now. Another type of suffering is you suffering because you wicked, bro. You're evil. So God is punishing you. That's another type of suffering. You're evil, God is punishing you. That's another type of suffering. And now, this message is pretty much dedicated to the third type of suffering. The type of suffering to whereas God is using that suffering to teach you lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not an evil person. You know what I'm saying? You a great-hearted person, but still you are suffering and you are going through it. It's because it could be a test from God. It could be God is putting you through trials and all types of different things. You know, he could put you through different trials and then you could make it out of the trial. You know, you could have a break and then it's right back again to the suffering of the tests and the trials. You're not an evil person. You're not a bad person. It's just that the suffering that comes with you walking with God, bro, and following Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And that type of suffering, bro, the reason why God allows that type of suffering to whereas he's using it to mold you and to, I know these answers sound cliche, bro. I know it sounds cliche. God is allowing the suffering that's going on in your life, you know what I'm saying, to teach you lessons, to make you stronger, to make you wiser. I know it sounds cliche, bro. But we gotta keep going, bro. We gotta keep pushing forward, man. You know, I know it sounds cliche. Why does God allow suffering if it's not my bad decisions and if I'm not wicked? Well, he got to make you stronger. He got to teach you lessons. He got to mold and develop your character. I'm like, Lord, man, how many lessons you done taught me this year? Man, God be dishing out so many lessons and you got to suffer just to get all these lessons. I'm like, Lord, man, like, can we reduce the curriculum? Like, can we turn down the lessons real quick? Like, how many lessons do we need? Man, God be putting you onto so many lessons, you feel like you're the Hulk. Man, I was crawling to the finish line because it felt as though rocks was falling from the sky and just hitting me. I felt like my body was giving out. I'm like, Lord, man. Lord, I think it's time, bruh. It's time for you to take me home, bruh. It's time for you to take me to heaven, Lord, man. It's too much. Man, as I was saying that, a big rock came from the sky, hit me on the head, bruh. And then one hit me in the chest. I'm like, did I pass out? I almost fainted, bruh. I'm like, bro, these tests of God, when God is testing you, bro, this stuff is not fun. Man, I was in so much pain. My pain ran deeper than, bro, my pain runs deep. My pain runs deep, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. My pain runs deep. A lot of people may look at me, be like, you know, he ain't never been through no type of pain, bro. My pain runs deep. Some of y'all is just not familiar with my game when it comes to, like, pain, bro. I've been through so much pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, the type of pain that I've been through, bro, man, I done developed all type of PhDs in painology, bro. Like, man, I done been through maximum pain. Man, hey, like the New York people would say, bro, I done been through mad pain, bro. Man, I done been through more pain deeper than the kangaroo's pouch. I done been through pain longer than the ostrich legs, bro. Have you ever been through pain that's longer than ostrich legs? My pain runs deep. Man, I done been through so much pain. One time I went through so much pain, I done seen a flamingo. Man, where is the flamingo even located, bro? I ain't never seen no flamingo in my life. I think I fainted. I seen a flamingo. The flamingo was doing the moonwalk. Man, I done been through mad pain, bro. I done been through maximum pain. So I understand about pain, and I understand how sometimes when you're going through a lot of pain, you could get weary, you could get tired, bro. You just going through it, bro. But God is using that pain to mold us, to make us stronger, to turn us into the person that He wants us to be. And we got to be strong, and we got to pray for strength. The only thing we can do is just give our pain to God, you know what I'm saying? And keep going, man. Keep pushing forward, man. That's all we can do. We cannot give up. And then another reason why God allows suffering is because God got to use that pain. God has to use that pain to test if your love for Him is real. Because you know, some people, when they see pain, they run. Let's say you're in a relationship with somebody, right? And soon as things start getting rocky, they leave you because it gets too difficult. Soon as life gets harder for the both of you, they leave, they run. How is that real love, bro? If when things get difficult, you run. How is that real love? So God is trying to test your love that you say, that you claim you love God. You talking about God first in your bio, you claim you love God. Okay, cool. God is going to bring that pain. God is going to be like, okay, cool. Let me bring that pain and see how much you love me. And let me tell you something. Majority of people, they don't stick around to see all that pain, bro. Majority of people, they do not stick around to see that pain. They gone. Man, I done been through so much pain, bro. I done asked God, bro, Lord, man, please take my life. I got to go. God was like, I'm not done with you, man. Like, there's still purpose on your life. I can't call you home right now. We got to keep pushing forward, man. And however beat up I was, man, I had to get up back on my feet and just keep it pushing forward, man. You know what I'm saying? Maximum pain, bro. Maximum pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, All the work that I do for Jesus' kingdom and all the work that I do for God's kingdom, this is one thing that people don't understand about people who build all these amazing things for God's kingdom. You want to know why a lot of people cannot build amazing things for God's kingdom? It's because they can't stand the suffering. This is why they cannot use their talents for God's kingdom. Because it's not just about using your talents. It's about enduring the pain and the suffering and all these different obstacles. This is why they choose to use their talents for the devil and for the world, because it's much easier. You know what I'm saying? God is going to use that pain to make you stronger, to mold you into the person who wants you to be, to change your mindset, to lift a certain mindset off of your brain cells and place another mindset on top of your brain cells, to basically change and shift your mindset. God will use that suffering and God will use that pain. And let me look at my notes real quick, and I'm gonna show you one more actually. And then this is one of the other reasons why God allows suffering. God allows suffering because you gotta earn everything with God. Ain't nothing with God is free. Ain't nothing with God is free. So you gotta earn everything. And sometimes suffering is the way you gotta earn your blessings through God. You think you're about to earn blessings in God without suffering? You think you're about to earn favor from God without suffering? Come on, bruh. And then like another reason why God allows suffering is because heaven is not free. Heaven is not free. You is not going to heaven for free, bro. And the suffering that comes with walking with God, that's the price that you are paying to make it to heaven. That's a major one right there. You are paying your price to make it to heaven. So that's another reason why God allows suffering. And I know, man, like, nobody really like to be suffering like this. Let's keep it real. Suffering is not fun. Pain is not fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Suffering is not fun. Pain is not fun. But we gotta press forward, man. You know what I'm saying? And let me look at my notes real quick. Yeah, man, like it always seems as though you go through a season of suffering, you make it out, you get a little break maybe, then you go suffering again, like, and then I came to realize, man, we can't really be, we cannot be 100%, like, this is just my personal opinion, bro, like, 100% freedom on earth, how is that possible? Unless you're walking in Disneyland. You know how these influencers, they trying to live in La La Land on earth. Get ready with me, I'm going to the tour with my boyfriend. They trying to have 100% freedom on earth, bro. You can't, bro. Like, bro, there's always something popping up. There's always something popping up, man. Let it be like you having a cold, bro. Bro, even something as simple as having a cold, bro. Getting sick, like a little sickness, having a cold, or you have pain in your body. It could be anything, bro. How you gonna be 100% free in all areas of your life, bro? Like, I feel like that 100% freedom, bro, that's something that we gonna get in heaven, bro, because there's always something. It's like, have you noticed something in this world, bro, and on earth? There's always something, bro. Something popping up. There's always some type of things, bro. Getting attacked by the devil, all types of stuff, man. Getting attacked, going through pain and all this stuff, man, that stuff is not fun. But I'm just here to, I want to wrap up this message to encourage y'all, man. To encourage the right people out there, man. Don't run from the suffering, man. You know what I'm saying? Lean on God for strength, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't run from God because you are suffering and because God is bringing the pressure to your life. Don't run, bro. Love God through the pain. Love God through the rain, bro. It's not fun, I know. It's not fun going through the pain and the rain. It feel like the rain is getting in your way. You know what I'm saying? You ever feel like you have a plan and then you feel like God interrupt your plan? Your plan was like a straight line. I'm like, Lord, bro, my plan was a straight line like this. And then all of a sudden, here comes God, allowing the plan to start doing zigzag and ping pang and zing pang, like pang ping. Like, what is going on, bro? My plan was a straight line, Lord. Why are we doing detours and tours and twin tours, man? But we just gotta trust that God has something better for us, because even though it seems like your plan was a straight path, your plan was not going to develop your character. Because one thing I noticed about when we make our own plans, have you noticed when we make our own plans, we exclude one thing, don't we? We exclude that S word, that suffering. Hey, bruh, we not slick, bruh. God is like, hey, bruh, your plan excluding the suffering? My son, my daughter, let us introduce something that you are very familiar with to your plan. Let us introduce some suffering. Bro, I swear, like God, bro, God be like the final boss of a video game fight, bro. God is like, okay, your plan. Have you noticed when we make our own plans, bro? Keep it real, bro. Don't lie, bro. Keep it real. When we make our own plans, bro, we do not include no pain, no suffering. We want our stuff to be smooth and straight line, bro. And then God take you on this plan where there's suffering and all this obstacles, and then his plan always just better than ours, bro. It's better than ours, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who in their right mind want to create a plan to whereas you are suffering? Think of it like this, right? Average person in the world, they like, okay, I want to be a millionaire. I want to do this. I want to buy cars. This is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. But do they include that suffering in their plan? Hell no. They not going to be like, oh, I want to be a millionaire, but I'm going to allow my body to become sick. I'm going to allow myself to go through all these sicknesses. I'm going to be in the hospital. I'm going to be allowing myself to face eviction and all that. Why would they add that to the plan if they had the money? You see what I'm saying? We exclude it because we don't want to deal with all that pain and suffering. Our plan, when we make plans for ourselves, one thing I noticed, we exclude that suffering, bro. But let me tell you something. God includes that suffering every time. God is like that final boss in the video game, bro. He's like, you think you about to exclude the suffering? Well, let me show you. Let me introduce the suffering. And then soon as the S word joins the chat, everybody logs out. So everybody logged out the server just because God introduced suffering. So nobody loved God. Nobody loved God for real. Everybody left soon as suffering enters the chat, bro. Everybody left the chat, bro. Nobody loved God. It's just me. It's just me left here. Y'all leaving me here to suffer by myself? Hey, bro, imagine somebody running away from the suffering. Bro, you grab their arm, you'll be like, hey. You grab their arm, be like, hey, bro, you can't run from this suffering. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. You gotta have people let people have their free will. If they wanna run, don't even stop them, bro. Don't even stop them, bro. Let them run. Leave the door wide open, bro. I guess we're gonna have to tank this suffering by ourselves. We're gonna have to tank this suffering, bro, by ourselves. And God knows who loves him. God knows who gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? God knows who gonna stay and tank that suffering for real. God knows who gonna stay and tank that suffering. And God knows who gonna run. Telling you, majority of people, they gone, bro. Soon as the suffering join the chat, what these women want to do? Soon as God bring the suffering, these women want to run to the world talking about, get ready with me. I'm going to Hawaii, sipping pina coladas. I'm like, bro, you supposed to be here in the raid, suffering with me. We both supposed to be suffering for God right now. Why are you in Hawaii sipping pina colada in a bikini, running to the world, when God wants you here in the raid? God wants you here in the kingdom, suffering with me. Some of you out there listening to this, you're supposed to be here suffering with me. Where y'all going to, bruh? Hell nah, bruh. But yeah, that's some of the reason why God allows suffering, man. And we got to keep pushing forward. Keyword, pushing forward, bro. If you ain't walk away with nothing from this message, we got to push forward. That's the keyword, bro. Push forward, bro. Keep going, man. God is going to bring us through, man. All the people who done ran from that suffering, bro, where are they running to? They just running into the devil's arms. They running into the world, essentially running into the devil's arms. That's all it is, bro. We got to stand our ground and keep fighting for God, bro. Fighting to prove ourselves to God. Fighting to prove our love to God. Real talk, man. Do not run. Peace.